There's talk of eliminating tax on Social Security. How will that affect your railroad retirement? Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name is John McNamara of Highball Advisors. So there's been a few articles around even during election season, of talking about eliminating taxes on Social Security benefits, right? So how does that translate over into railroad retirement? So I thought I'd just walk through it, see what it means. Now, nothing's been proposed yet at the time of this recording, so we'll see, but it seems to be floating around there a little bit. So let's go over it, right? So just to recap, I guess, for the new railroad retirees, right? You have Tier 1 and Tier 2, all right? And this specifically, we're talking about Tier 1. So Tier 1, it's like Social Security, almost the same rules, except a couple benefits for railroaders, but that's not important to this. So it's your top 35 earning years is how they calculate it out of your railroad years and your Social Security years, and that comes up to the Tier 1. Tier 2 is your number of months of service, and then they take your top 60-month earning months and put it into a variable, and then that's how the Tier 2 benefit comes up. And that's like pension, like an ordinary income type thing. And also, as a side, there is no state tax on any railroad retirement. So right there, if we can get rid of the Tier 1 portion, then the only tax left might be the Tier 2. All right, so let's walk through what this means, okay? So currently, on your Tier 1 portion of your railroad retirement, okay, the SSEB, Social Security Equivalent Benefit portion, up to 85% of that benefit is taxable, not at the 85% rate, but 85% of the amount that you receive is taxable. And the way it breaks down is if you're under $32,000 of total taxable income, okay, this is married filing jointly, then it's 0%. Between 32 and 44 is 50%, and anything over 44,000 is 85% is taxable. Now remember, it's important, it's a cliff, so if you make that money, the whole thing becomes 85% taxable. So it's not like a marginal tax rate where I pay some at 10, I pay some at 12, I pay some at 22, something along those lines, right? And then, like I said, Tier 2 is taxed at ordinary income, so whatever your income tax rate is, that's how you're going to get. Now, let's talk about what the savings would look like, right? Somebody says, oh, I don't have to pay Social Security tax or railroad retirement tax on your Tier 1 portion, all right? So I use the example of a married filing jointly. Now, I've been doing this a long time. A lot of people are more complex than this, but I just wanted to do something simple here. So let's say a railroader has a Tier 1 monthly benefit of $3,500, a Tier 2 benefit of $1,500, spouse, right? Spousal Tier 1 is half, so that's $1,750. Spousal Tier 2 is 45% of the railroader's Tier 2. That's $675. So that's monthly income of $7,425, right? So their annual income just from collecting railroad retirement, Tier 1 and Tier 2, would be $89,100. Now, let's say they transfer that over to their tax returns, all right? $89,100, you have the standard deduction of $30,000, right? So their taxable income is $59,100, okay, which you got to pay tax on. And we know 85% of the Tier 1 amount, right? Tier 1 becomes taxable, all right? And then we have certain tax rates. You pay some at 10%, and then you pay some up at the next bracket of 15%. So you're paying, you're paying $2,300, $2,320 on part of that currently, and 15% at $3,654. So you're paying almost $6,000 a year on your Tier 1 taxes right now for this example. So all that Tier 1 tax would go away. So at the end of the day, the benefit for you, the railroader in this case, would be almost a $6,000 tax savings by not paying the Tier 1 portion on the railroad retirement. And then, like I said, the Tier 2 portion is taxed at ordinary income. So that's neither here nor there. All right, so I thought I'd just walk you through it, see what the ramifications are of the removal of the Social Security tax. Tax planning, big part of railroad retirement. You have to understand your taxes, right? That's the whole game, to be honest with you. So if you're at or near retirement, feel free to reach out to me. Go through the boarding for railroad retirement process. I do a lot of tax planning. That's a big part of my practice. Please share this video to other railroaders who are doing their railroad retirement planning. I think this would be very helpful. Subscribe and like my channel. I do appreciate it. Channel's growing great. Really like to see it keep growing. Until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody. Bye.